If I was to tell you that the first tree is about grief, remorse, anger, depression, acceptance, intimacy, fear, and horror, that wouldn't come close to describing the depth of the story. All you need to know going into the first tree is that it's a game about a fox, 3 cubs, and a married couple. From a story perspective, I don't want to explain any more than that due to spoilers, especially because the game is so short. The game was released in 2017, and it was developed by a single person named David Whale. From what I'm able to gather, David is a video engineer that started this project with no knowledge of how to program. David made one game prior to the first tree called Home is Where One Starts. While the story is an ocean's worth of interesting human emotions, the gameplay is a puddle that is 3 feet long and a half an inch deep. The truth of the matter is, while playing as the fox, you're going to be listening to a husband and wife throughout the entire game, and you'll be collecting stars and exploring a vast wilderness with the jump button that is occasionally used to double jump. You'll come across buffs, but that'll be maybe twice in the entire game, and that's it from a gameplay perspective. I do need to mention that this game does have some issues when it comes to jumping and general character-environment interaction. Sometimes when you're trying to jump on some rocks, you'll miss and slide down. Additionally, the game shows you the controls at the very start of your journey for the keyboard, mouse, or gamepad, depending on which one you're using. But once it goes away, there's no way to pull that menu back up that I could find. This led me to forgetting that there was even a double jump option, checking for the menu, and then running around for 20 minutes trying to grab a star before I accidentally hit my spacebar and double jumped twice and remembered that, oh yeah, there is a double jump feature. These are more annoyances, and the truth of the matter is the gameplay isn't why you're playing this game. It's just something to do while you listen to the story being told. There's a lot to be said by doing something amazing with very little. I've played games where the developer has put millions of dollars into their game engine, only to come away with about 40 hours of gameplay and not really having any impact from the graphics or the story. The last game I played where the graphics left a distinct impression on me is Persona 5, and now I'm going to add the first tree to that list. In Persona 5, you have beautiful stylized look to the entire game and menus and character models. In the first tree, you have a game that does a lot with very little. The game uses the Unity engine, and in some circles, this is going to get people to say, well, it's just an asset-flipped game. The truth of the matter is, it depends on what you do with those assets. I think Jim Sterling made a great point of this when he requested his audience to take a Unity spider model and turn it into something interesting, which they succeeded. And that is what David did with the first tree. He didn't have a budget of millions, it was made by one man with passion, and that says a lot. The graphics have more in common with games like Psychonauts, where they're blocky and bright. And the graphics in this game look impressive because of what David has done with them. They're not going to blow you away, and you could probably play this game on a computer from 15 years ago. But the first tree uses a combination of the graphics, atmosphere, and music to create an immersive world. And when you get going and fully immersed in it, it's hard to remember that you're playing a game. The first tree's music was created by Josh Kramer, and I'm going to tell you, it is amazing. It's a set of moody tracks that creates a distinctive atmosphere of adventure and exploration. Each season that you play through as the fox has a specific track dedicated to it. From the cold mountains to the rain-soaked valleys, the music sets the mood for the situation, and it doesn't let up, even when faced with something you'd rather not look at. I believe the first tree was Josh Kramer's first score for a video game, and he did a great job. So what is good about The First Tree? Well, you get a very personal story that, if you're not made of stone, will pull at your heartstrings and leave a lasting impression. It did on me. I haven't been able to get this game out of my mind for the last couple days. Additionally, the music in this game is amazing. It sets the tone, mood, and atmosphere. It helps bring all the pieces of the game together to make a beautiful piece of artwork. And then there's the graphics. By doing so much with so little, David proved that even though the graphics aren't high-end with bells and whistles, they can be utilized to create a living, breathing, distinctive world that sets it apart from other games on the market today. So what's the bad? Well, the truth of the matter is, the controls could have been tighter. The character models could have interacted with the environment a little bit better. And it has some janky jumping mechanics, and if you're not willing to look past that, you can have some issues with it. I was able to look past it, and it didn't detract from my experience, but I can see how some people it could. Now let's answer the question of this video. Should you play The First Tree in 2019? My answer is going to be yes. However, I do believe I should preface that yes with the following statement. 1, this is not a long game. It only clocks in at about an hour and a half. 3, if you decide to replay it and collect the achievements. 2, it's also a game where if you're not in the mood to listen to the audio while exploring this vast open environment and dealing with some jumping that is at times a bit janky, you're probably not going to have a good time with this game. I don't want to keep saying in all my videos that if you go in with an open mind, you won't be disappointed, but in this case it does apply. So do enjoy it. It is a good game if you're in the right mood. It's left a lasting impact on me, and if you're open to it, it'll leave a lasting impact on you. Hey guys, it's Nicholas from Gaming Content. I hope you enjoyed that video. If you do me a favor and hit the like and subscribe button, I'd appreciate it. Alright, I hope you have a great day, and see you on the next video. Bye!